So I was taking a flight back to my hometown the other day, and I was in the airport with all kinds of people there, and I realized I don't get out very much, so I don't often see this many people. But I do love people watching. It's so fun to see how other people behave in this environment and how they react to the things going on there. I started to realize that I was kind of feeling fragile. I think all the negativity in our world and in the news was taking more of a toll on me than I realized. So there was an older man in a veteran's cap walking in front of me as we passed the piano player, entertaining all of us as we were trying to make it to our gates. And the piano player simply nodded to acknowledge the veteran. And I started welling up, and the veteran man walked right over to the piano as he was getting his tip out to place the tip in the jar for the piano guy. And I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna lose it. This is when I realized how emotional I really was. So I found my gate and I sat down between two younger people who already had headphones on, looking at devices in nobody bother me mode. And I heard an announcement for the person waiting for the unaccompanied minor to come to the gate. So a guy walks up and he kind of looks like a skater guy who's older now, but he still rocks the vibe. And he had some tattoos on his neck. And I thought, I can't wait to see how this plays out. I'm guessing divorced dad and his kid is coming to visit. So an airline escort brings this adorable little girl out, and she locks eyes with the guy. And they both lit up and they smiled, and she ran and jumped into his arms and they hugged and twirled around. And well, you can imagine how hard it was for me to fight off the ugly cry scene that was about to happen, complete with full sounds. But I composed myself and I looked around to see how many people were taking in this beautiful moment. And not many were, but I saw a group about 10 feet away beaming at the sight of the scene, and we looked at each other and acknowledged how wonderful it was. And I thought, I don't get any of this at home. The moments of hate and anger in our lives are so loud and we can't help but to hear it. It feels like we're constantly bombarded with it. The beautiful, meaningful moments in our lives are quiet. You have to look for them. But when you find them, it's the best thing in the whole world. That's when I regain faith in humanity. And that's when I know there's hope for all of us.